Well, if you love to stamp and use Stampin' Up! Products as much as I do and making pretty things, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Debbie Hammerle, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator, and this is Debstamps2day. Today we're going to make this little Easter mini treat bag. I'm going to start by giving you a list of the items that I have used, and I'll also post this on my blog at Debstamps2day.com. I used the Springtime Foil Specialty Designer Series paper to make the treat bag. You can find them in the second edition of the latest celebration catalog. They're available till March 31st, so hurry up if you want to get some of that stuff. Also, I used the Hold On to Hope stamp set for the banner, the God is Love banner, and this little extra flower we're going to put on today. I also needed some framelits and some thinlits to make the background here. I used the number 4 of my Lots of Labels framelits. If you count from the largest on down, this is number 4 that I used today. And also the Cross of Hope thinlits, framelits. You can get them as a bundle with the Hold On to Hope stamp set. They're in the Occasions catalog. And today we're going to use the Ornate Cross, the banner framelit, this foliage framelit, and also the little flower here. Of course, the main thing before we get started is the mini treat bag itself, and these are the two sets of pieces of framelits that I need to cut out the mini treat bag. And the ink for today, there's actually only one stamped image. Well, on the one I'm going to make there will be 2, but they will both be stamped in Rich Raspberry. So let's start on the construction of the mini treat bag. You have the large piece and the side piece. And I have already placed my tape, tear tape, along the bottom flap and these 2 sides that run perpendicular to the zigzag. So these 2 pieces are going to be assembled. Remember that your zigzags have to go on the same side. So using this orientation with the bottom flap here, I'm first going to remove this part of the tape to expose the adhesive. And then with the zigzags all going in the same direction, we fold this flap in, and I'm going to adhere it so that it is just slightly farther away from the edge, just slightly over the edge here, and not too close to the flap. Well, that's good enough. And you notice that it's hard to fold this flap in, so all we are going to do is we're going to just chamfer the edge, or start out here and make a tiny pie-shaped cut down almost to the fold. And you can see when you fold that up, there's no blockage there. Now this part gets folded over, and these are all scored once you run them through the Big Shot. And a little secret that my friend Sharon gave me is before we adhere down the sides of the bag, we're going to put in here what we're going to put our contents, so that we don't smush the bag too small and we're not able to, it'll be too flat to hold all the contents. Let me just check this corner over here. I'm not sure I checked that. See, this does need a little bit of trimming too. Maybe you can glue yours so that you don't have to trim, but just in case, You can always trim a little bit away and to make things easier. So we're going to fold that over. I'm going to take this, remove this adhesive here. There we go. And with this in the middle, I'm going to just make the edges meet. And then we can push that up there and take off our bottom tape and fold up the bottom. And there we have our bag. What I'm going to do is just crease that down. We can take these out. And now you can see we have a bag that has an opening, so you won't be tearing the bag trying to get things in it. So the next thing we're going to do is place our decorations on the front of the bag. And here they are. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the greenery. And in case you're wondering, I'll just give you an example of how I put the glue dots on it. I find a place that I'm going to put a dot on, and I can see the dot here, so I'm just going to center, put the paper over the dot so I can't see the dot anymore. Give it a little press, little pressure, so that it comes right off, and your dot is stuck on there. So I just made these meet in the middle, and one goes up on the left here, and the other one is going to face downward for this particular design. Now also we have our label, and I have already got the glue, the Stampin' Dimensionals on there, so I'm just going to pop that right down on there like that. Okay, we're almost done. Now the cross, the ornate cross, I have a glue dot adhered to the middle of that because I don't want to adhere all the sides down because I'm going to do something with the banner. So I think one in the middle is just enough. So we're going to just adhere that cross there. And now for the banner, I also have placed a glue dot in the center so that I can place it like this, and then I can flip the edges underneath the cross like that. And one final little detail, which I don't have on this one, the little chrysanthemum, I just thought it would be a cute addition, a nice tribute down there. And there you have it. Easter mini treat bag. It holds, my particular treat bag holds 3 organic suckers, lollipops. They're delicious. And why the number 3? Why, 3 days after he was crucified, Jesus rose from the dead. I have 3 other examples to show you, just to give your eyes a treat. Okay, I made this one with the banner. This is Perfect Plum over Rich Raspberry for you, so it gives it a little dimension. Cross made with gold foil. There we go. And this one is, it's made with copper foil over, the solid cross is from the Wood Textures Designer Series paper. And this is Tranquil Tide ink stamped on lemon lime twist. I just thought that was a very, very beautiful, beautiful piece. And last but not least, this is Always Artichoke, stamped on, again, on the Wood Textures Designer Series paper, and that's what the cross is made out of. And then I took just a piece of the Berry Burst ribbon, and there's a glue dot under here, and I just flipped it over the arms of the cross, so it hangs like that. Well, thank you all for watching. I have my little cheat sheet here. This has been Debbie Hammerle with Debstamps2day.com, and I'm your Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. Have a lovely day.